Did you know it's possible to get amazing portraits with just a single on-camera flash? It is, and I'm going to show you how. How you doing? I'm Ed Vorosky, and today we're going to talk about on-camera flash photography for portraiture. You probably know that a lot of what I teach involves off-camera lighting techniques. And off-camera lighting is usually the best way to achieve sophisticated or, studio quality portraiture. But you can also get great portraits with a single flash mounted directly to your camera. This is good news because, for one, camera mounted flash is very easy to manage. You don't have to worry about syncing up lights and dealing with light stands and umbrellas and all the things that go into off-camera lighting setups. Also, sometimes the single on-camera flash is all you've got to work with. This happens a lot of times with event photography where you're moving around a room quickly to grab candids and quick portraits. You don't always have the luxury of an assistant to follow you around with a remote flash on a stick. So here are my tips for achieving great on-camera flash portraits. And just so you know, at the end of this video, you can click a link to get my free ebook, The 10-Minute Guide to On-Camera Flash. It'll contain a lot more information on the subject of on-camera flash. Okay, let's get started. If you're familiar with how your camera and flash work together, these techniques will be really easy to put into action. With your flash mounted to your camera, you're gonna make sure that your flash is in TTL mode, your camera shooting mode is set to manual with an ISO at something reasonable. Shutter speed should be set to the flash sync speed, and use a reasonably wide aperture. Now you can use flash exposure compensation and basic shutter speed adjustments to change the look of your lighting on the fly. And these are topics we're going to cover in other videos. For now, let's get to our on-camera flash techniques. Now let's start with direct flash. And I realize this is something that most photographers try to avoid because lighting a subject straight on like this can create a harsh and amateurish look. But it's not always a bad idea. If done right, you can use this technique to create a good no-frills portrait, or even the popular photo booth effect. There's also wall bounce. Now, this is probably my favorite technique when doing portraits with a camera-mounted flash. It's the single most effective way to create the look of beautiful window light or softbox light with just your flash and a light-colored wall. Just use the wall to bounce light from your flash onto your subject. Look for a sweet spot that works best for you, meaning try to find the best placement and angles for your subject, the wall, and the camera. Now, depending on the angles you use and your subject's orientation to the wall, you can get a nice short light or even a dramatic split light effect. Use a small flag on your flash like this if you'd like to block any direct light from hitting your subject. And this is going to prevent that extra catch light you can get when using this technique. Now, if you don't have a nearby wall to bounce light off of, which can happen in large rooms or outdoors, you might try using another white surface like a reflector to bounce your light from the side. Big light is soft light, and we can make our light bigger and softer using the wall and ceiling together for bounce. Now, this works great in fluid situations where you're trying to capture candid shots. Just turn the flash around and aim it about 45 degrees behind you. This fills up the room with big, beautiful, scattered light. Here's something else you can use with on-camera flash, just a basic bounce card. And I make mine out of white crafting foam and attach it to my flash like this. This is a horizontal orientation, and this is the portrait orientation. Now, I definitely use modifiers with off-camera flash setups, but I'm not really much for using modifiers on my flash when it's mounted to the camera. In any event, here are some examples showing what different flash techniques and modifiers can do. Again, simple bounce flash is my favorite technique for portraits with camera mounted flash. With a little practice, you'll be able to create some really nice portraits this way. Now don't forget to grab your free copy of my ebook, The 10-Minute Guide to On-Camera Flash. The link's at the end of this video and in the video notes below. Hey, leave a comment down below, and if you like this video, click the like button. If you want to see more, click subscribe. That's it for today. I'll see you next time.